Viewer discretion is advised. If listening with children, this could ruin their take on this topic
And
their childhood.
don't be desensitized. This is all horrific stuff.
We just are desensitized. No, we our coping mechanism.
Yeah,
It's
for
like
me at
jokes.
least, my coping mechanism is humor.
That's me too. That makes sense.
So if you're listening with the little ones, you might want to skip this one, and also the entire podcast, because it is not okay for children. Though you can
Depending.
content warning can be found in the description if you are wondering if it's okay.
Hello and welcome to Unorganized Crime,
A true crime podcast about crimes in manageable 10-minute episodes.
This story is about a lover's quarrel that spans over 60 years.
Yeah, 60-ish years. This is the story of Bobby, Ken, and Ryan, the dolls. A fling turned the worst and last weekend of some of their lives.
Yeah. A late summer's evening in Malibu, Ken meets Barbie at a toy fair. Barbie came to find a toy for her niece.
So cute.
Or Chelsea.
Yeah.
They didn't tell us. And Ken came for his filthy desires.
Ken wasn't exactly the most faithful lover. His then lover Skipper, the 14-year-old girl.
Exactly.
Got the disrespect right here.
At least it's not Stacy.
He had a fling with Raquel. So, a bad thing, and then an even worse thing.
Yeah, and Raquel knew about...
Yeah, so just keep going.
It's a small town.
Keep going.
Okay, Bobby and Raquel didn't have the best relationship per se. It was more lies than loyalty.
But the rumors around town about unfaithfulness just made Ken desire Bobby even that bit more. One day, Ken invited Bobby to a beach house for a getaway from their mutual lover. Bobby didn't know. When Bobby arrived, she was expecting others because Ken said there would be others.
When Bobby arrived, she was expecting others to be there, as he had stated before.
As I had stated as well.
Yeah.
That was just word for word. I read the wrong one. Keep going.
Okay. It was only Ken standing at the soon-to-be crime scene, smiling. Some off-putting smile, as Bobby ended up telling the police, "I can't smile," so... When brought into questioning later on, this hellish nightmare.
Ken was in a nice silk robe, but at a glance could be mistaken for skin. And this put Bobby in a sense of regret for coming to the beach house, and fear that Ken would hurt her, but mixed with denial that Ken could hurt anyone.
Yeah.
So Ken offered Bobby some tea, though she didn't trust that he wouldn't spike her tea, so she calmly said no, and very respectfully as well.
She didn't trust him enough. He creepy.
This guy is screwed up.
Yeah. When Bobby declined, Ken got defensive and fearful, making Bobby relieved that she did not take any of his tea. Ken would keep on asking, "Do you want some tea? Do you want a drink? Blah, blah, blah. You want food?" To take a run in her life, basically.
Yeah.
And she would always decline. Later that night, Bobby said that she should go home, but Ken wouldn't take no for an answer.
Scared, Bobby will call the one person she knew would keep Ken distracted long enough for her to plan and execute an escape. Ryan. Unfortunately, something or someone would be executed. Though it wasn't going to be the escape, unfortunately.
When Bobby declined...
Wait, what? When Ryan got to the house.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Wait, what?
What? Sorry, I can't read anything. When Ryan got to the house, he was inebriated or intoxicated. Both fancy words. He was drunk as hell.
Yeah.
And he was pounding on the door like this.
I just did that.
Yes, sorry. I just wanted to do that too. Ken, thinking it was nothing of it, he opened the door.
Seeing as he had bought pizza.
Yeah. For him and Bobby, he didn't think he'd have guests.
The knocking wasn't a surprise.
Exactly.
But when he saw it was his mortal enemy, and on again, off again lover,
yeah, just
at the door, things got loud. What do you want?
I don't think I can say this. I mean, from my girl, micro.
Your girl? The fuck you mean your girl? The only girl here is my Barbie. We have to blood Barbie.
We definitely have to. Yeah, the Skipper, the 14-year-old girl, was away with Barbie on an island.
We have recordings. Ken got up in Ryan's face, mad at Ryan. How about you decide?
Okay. Ken and Ryan kept yelling and yelling and yelling until they were silenced. Then a thwack. Yeah, kind of like that. It was more like a punch. Like, I'm happy I didn't punch you. And both were shook. And
Ken from the punch.
And Ryan from Ken trying to kiss him. Consent doesn't exist in this world.
Apparently.
Ken was about 6'2", and Ryan was about 6
foot flat.
6 foot flat.
Yeah, that's like 6'0".
Oh, okay. But we all know whose was bigger. If you know what we're saying.
Ken invited Ryan inside the house instead of him, and all seemed well. Pretty much. They had pizza, all three of them looking at each other skeptically.
Okay. Bobby seemed to be like background noise to Ken and Ryan, but you're saying, oh, I get what you mean. Okay, but still noticeable enough for them to stop and look at her, tied up hands, untouched. Ken went to go untie them, but Ryan stood in their way, afraid for Bobby's safety, and also her baby girl.
Ken got mad, even more mad when he saw Ryan. He started walking fast over to his coffee table. He reached out a big duffel bag, the duffel bag that would spell Ryan's doom.
Oh yeah. So Ken pulled out a bag of white powder. And I know what you're thinking. Is it cocaine?
No.
Is it meth?
No.
Is it crank? Is it giggle pig?
No, it's worse than all three of those combined.
It was anthrax powder. Scared of what was going to happen, Ryan picked up Bobby, shielding her from Ken.
Unfortunately,
he was leaving his back exposed. Oh, how we love this!
You know how you shouldn't drop the soap in prison because of what will happen?
Never mind.
When you lean over to pick
it. I know, but
yeah. Unfortunately, the anthrax got caught in Ryan's mouth, and mixed with the shock of him getting affected by the dropping the soap action.
Dropping the soap.
He started choking. He ingested some, he started choking, and this would end up leading to his demise. After he would drop down, Bobby would left her exposed.
Yeah. Ken did not hold back. He started stabbing her in the chest. 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. God, exactly 12 times. Like, didn't even go to 10 or 15.
Literally 12.
Okay. Somehow, maybe because he was like hopped up on drugs, and like maybe his hands were fidgety, he missed all of Bobby's vital organs.
Which is good.
Yeah.
What's bad is he hit a nerve.
He hit a nerve, exactly. And which leaving her like temporarily paralyzed from the waist down.
No, permanently paralyzed.
Permanently
paralyzed.
That's what was temporary.
No.
Okay,
you can't fix nerves.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything about
Yeah.
I don't know anything about organs.
Oh, right.
The inside body.
Those aren't organs.
I don't.
Okay.
I know what organs are.
Ken immediately bolted from the scene, laying Ryan dead, Bobby paralyzed and acting dead, and very, very scared. When the cops showed up, Bobby was barely alive, yelling out, "Help! Help me!" over and over, even when they told her to stop when she was safe. Hours and hours of just the pure shock. She just kept asking help.
They found 4 more of Ken's victims, didn't even know it, in subsequential crime scenes.
Well, like months later.
Months later, Skipper, Raquel, Ken, roll those R's.
We're gonna have to. That's so toned down.
No. Stacy, and finally the youngest one, Chelsea. She was 8, right?
Sickening.
When Barbie was given the news about the deaths of her family and her loved ones, she ended up committing suicide.
Sewerslide.
Suicide.
Slide in a
Sewerslide.
Sewerslide.
Yeah, later that day.
Stinky smide.
Her note kind of went something like this. I don't think I can do this anymore. Ken killed everyone I loved. Now I'ma hold this bitch forever. Hope you like hell, Ken. Chelsea, if you're listening out there, I'm sorry. I want you to know I kept.
We're cutting this because we're like way over, so we're just gonna.
Okay, but it can just. Okay. Well, her death was extremely tragic because, well, the Bobby family was no more. No, her full name was Barbara. Wait, no, it wasn't. Bobby wanted to be buried next to Brian as well.
As well as the 4 other victims.
Yeah, that was her one true love. And
Ken was found. He was given a life sentence that unfortunately ended only 2 years after he was tried, when he got shot down in a prison gang war between a white supremacist gang and a gang of ex-Yakuza members.
Also, wasn't it multiple life sentences?
It was several life sentences. Ken's body is now hanging from the neck in a room in the prison that acts as a trophy room for the Yakuza's kills, most of which being the white supremacist gang members. Honestly, I didn't expect to be on the Yakuza's side, but that prick got what he deserved.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for listening to this lovers' quarrel. 3 went into the dream house and no one came out. Please listen to our upcoming stories like Teen Titans. I'm Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse!
How can you do it? And Frozen.
They will all be very depressing.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we'll be more serious. God, I hope we'll be more serious, because this was tone deaf to hell and back. More coming soon. Also, this video has been joke sponsored by Temu, not really. Use our code that we stole from another YouTube video, DWS5647, to get $100 off your first offer.
Did you at least put the link in the description or something?
Link
Because that's kind of stealing someone's.
Yeah, we're putting the video link in the description.
Yeah, because this has been unorganized crime.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for showing up. I hope our next.
It will still be tone deaf.
Yeah, I really hope not.